Kia ora Founding 50. This is my first message to you. I'm sorry that it has taken longer than I would have hoped. I want to get these messages out to you fairly frequently. Could be weekly. I'm hoping it's weekly. And feel free to ask any questions. Feel free to get in touch. This is what we are giving you in exchange, in thanks and koha for the support that you're giving us. We're incredibly grateful. I'm incredibly grateful for the support that you as Founding 50 are giving to us. If we can get the Founding 50 up to 50, it will be a huge part of our sustainability plan. So where are we and what have we been doing? Well, if you haven't been into the workshop, and I suspect you all have, this is the space. We are up and running. We're proud. We have members using the space. We've been onboarding folks, and we've been planning for 2026. We've been putting some classes out, which you've probably seen. And in putting those classes out, we are refining a whole lot of processes and a whole lot of niggly bits and pieces, like making sure that the Squarespace shop works properly because, you know, tech. What else have we been working on? We've been helping out with various different bits and pieces for the community. We've been working with Newtown Community Centre on some mahi that they need. We've been sending one of our volunteers, now maybe workers, out to do, the word has escaped me, to do handy person jobs. So she has a lot of experience in the space and she's willing to do that and she needs to get paid. And the thing is, Cahoots has the capacity, I used to do it, to do some of these bits of mahi. And when we do, we charge an inflated rate, we pay the person doing the work really respectfully and really well, but then we also help fund the workshop. So that's part of our funding plan as well. We've been getting up to speed with some of our tools. So we've been getting the plasma cutter up and running, learning how to use that because that's a new tool to us. We've been getting the dust extraction working. So this big dust extractor down here is now plumbed into the belt sander and it's plumbed into the lathe, except the lathe isn't commissioned yet. We'll get that running soon. And it's plumbed into the bandsaw, so that's already good. We've still got the dust extraction to work out in the metal workspace, although we have been using the metal workspace a little bit. And so that's been working well as well. Been doing some welding for a project. We've been using the CNC router in the corner to do all kinds of wonderful things. And then inside, in the clean workspace, we've been getting things up and running as well. 3D printer is just about up and running now. It is working, it is printing. It's only printing with one tool and it's supposed to be printing with two, so there's a little bit more mahi for me to do there. But the vast majority of what I've been doing over the last few weeks is working on grant applications. So 2026 is coming up. We have a plan for 2026. Our plan is to be financially sustainable by the end of the year. We will do that through memberships. We'll do that through Founding 50. And we will do that through selling classes and hopefully through selling accredited courses, things that are accredited through BCITO, to get people onto those trade pathways. All those are pieces of the puzzle. It's a huge amount of mahi to do. I'm sure you all know that I work full-time on Cahoots. And at the moment we're doing that because I'm working on paid and so we can kind of make that work. But in 2026, the idea is be financially sustainable by the end of the year. And that isn't just financially sustainable for our fixed costs, that's sustainable for paying a salary for a manager. That's really important because A, one day I need to get paid. And B, if I have to leave, if I leave in the future, this place is not entirely dependent on me. We can recruit someone in, we can pay someone to fill the role that I have been doing. But I don't have any plans to go anywhere. This is my baby. What else do I have to tell you? So in the 2026 financial model, we have a $50,000 hole, and that is what we're trying to get grant funding for. So grant applications, grant applications, grant applications. And if you happen to know any really rich people who could help us out, then large donations are very welcome. Which brings us back to your support, your wonderful Founding 50. I really can't express how grateful that I am when I see that little Founding 50 notification in my email. And actually I see the new folks, the folks who come on board to support us, pop up in my email. And that's really exciting because someone new has found it. But I also get the recurring payment notifications. And when I see those, it's a reminder to me every week that regardless of how I feel that this is going, and regardless of how stressed I am about the 50,000 things that I have to do, or the bit of paperwork I haven't finished, or the thing that's coming up on Friday that I haven't done any planning for yet. So regardless of how overwhelmed and stressed I feel, I see these little reminders of support, and they are encouragement, and they are people saying, we see what is going on there, we see what you're doing, and we support it, and we will put our money behind that. And so in addition to it being something which keeps Cahoots going, something which is the lifeblood of what we're doing, and which will help us meet those fixed costs, it is something which is really personal to me, because it's that reminder that there are people out there believing in the project. And I mean, I'm so intertwined with the project. I know that people believing in the project is people believing in me too. And so, thank you all so much for your support, your ongoing support. It's ongoing support which keeps us going. We've seen that across communities and across demographics. And we've seen it, raising money to launch, getting early sign-up members who couldn't really use the space because nothing was ready, but they signed up anyway because they wanted to be paying into the space. And we see that very much from our Founding 50. So again, thank you. And I will try to have more of these updates for you. I will try to give you more of an insight. I don't know if these videos will go public after you've seen them at some point. Maybe they will, but they are for you. And they are opening a dialogue with you. I'm here if you want to ask questions, if you want to discuss things, because that is what the Founding 50 is about. It's about folks who really support our kaupapa, and that doesn't just mean giving us money every week, although that's a hugely important part. It means engaging with us as much as you would like to. So again, thank you so much, and I will see you next time.